Hello everybody, it's Mariota here once again, and welcome back to the second part of our birthday Mika haul. Yes, Mika. So, obviously, in front of us, we have Jougasaki Mika. This is the Charisma Girl version of her. She is from the STER Cinderella girls. She is a 1/8 scale figure manufactured by Phat company. This Mika is quite old. She released on December 17th of 2014, so almost 5 years ago. She was the second part, the add-on of the birthday haul, because I decided to make a Mika haul when I saw her. So I ordered her on the 13th of November, received her yesterday on the 19th, and today is my birthday, so I had to wait until today to open it, damn it. She has gone up in price in the aftermarket a little bit, so it's not cheap. I bought a brand AB quality pre-owned at Ami for 14,280 yen, or $136.55. If it wasn't my birthday, I probably would have skipped, but hey, it's my birthday, I can splurge a little bit. So Mika is a 1/8 scale figure, but she comes in quite a large, tall box. It's orange stripes and everything. It's got a red ribbon on it. It is like caved in a little bit, dented right here. So Ami should have given me like a $60 discount. Oh well. Anyways, there is the side of Mika's box. There is the back of Mika's box. And there is the other side of her box. There is the top of her box with a couple heart windows. And she has a plain boring bottom. So this figure, this Mika, was my very first introduction to Mika. And at the time, it made me think she was like going to be the antagonist of the series. Just the way her face looked, she kind of has this crazy evil look to her, in my opinion. It's supposed to be like a cheeky, snarky girl. But anyways, the face has always been kind of what has held me off from buying her. But hopefully it'll look better in person. Anyways, I just, after I watched the show, I fell in love with Mika, so I now have 4 figures of her. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's get her open. So she is still sealed. So we'll get the 3 seals open. So online, a lot of times, I see people asking, like, is it okay to leave figures in boxes? Oh my god, my figure's been in the box for 6 months. Is it going to be destroyed? This figure has been sealed in a box for almost 5 years. There should be no issues whatsoever. As long as you don't like put them in a furnace or leave them in completely frozen conditions forever, you should be fine. Inside of the box is like a dark purple. There's a Mika Jougasaki in a heart with a Cinderella shoe and a couple hearts. But other than that, pretty simple inside of a box. There was a list of warnings. Do not lick this figure. Do not eat this figure. Do not throw this figure. And then we have instructions on how to attach all the accessories to her base and everything. So there is Mika in her blister packaging. So there's the front. You can see she and the main part of her base are up here, and then the lower part is down there. Which is why the box wound up being so huge. There is the back, and the other side, and then back to the front. So again, this is a 1/8 scale figure. People have said it is a large 1/8 scale, more like a 1/7. And looking at her, I say that description probably fits. So, let's go ahead and get her open. So, actually, it doesn't look like there's tape on that side. And there's no tape on that side, so don't even need the knife. There we go, making some noise. And, let's see. We'll start with some boring pieces. We have a little plastic lightning bolt, quite sharp and pointy. We have a little blue plastic triangle pyramid type thing with a chunk taken out of it. No idea what that's supposed to be, just geometric shape. We have a clear piece of plastic with a little hook on the edge. This is hooks onto her base and she sits on it. It's molded to her booty. And that's just to help line her up and everything and keep her secure. Because she just sits on the base. There's no pegs, I don't think. We have a pink translucent plastic heart with a cutout in the middle. And we have a purple transparent plastic heart. Well, pretty opaque. This one is curvy. Next, we have the base part of her. So there is a black plastic star on the bottom. And this is where all those pieces peg into. And then a clear red heart with a giant peg hole, which also has a P for the producer, and another heart and shooting stars, and a little Rika Jougasaki keychain type figure. This is her younger sister. Blonde hair, some pigtails and some hair ties, and just a chibi styled face and everything. And white. Next we'll put Mika off to the side, grab the plastic, and I'm just moving the camera all over the place today, aren't I? There is a chunk of plastic there now, and then we have the main bulk of her base, which is the heart that she sits in. Let's go ahead and put this all back in there and get this out of the way. So the heart part of the base is pink, a purplish pink, metallic pink. It has a big giant I love Mika sign on it. It's got a smiley face with crossed out eyes. It's got a peace sign, and it's got a little sun sign. I watched another review of her and they said this is like the passion sign. I mean, Idolmaster was originally like a phone game and everything, so that's what that's supposed to be. And you got a big yellow and pink striped bow. And from the back, it just looks like a metallic heart. So, yeah, pretty nice. And then we have Mika. She's got plastic on her legs and on her arm. And there's that. So, there is her face. If we can focus on it a little bit. So she's got her like golden eyes, and I think really the thing that gives it the crazy look is the little center ring in her eye. If we can maybe bring her upside down, get her closer, we can kind of see it. Yeah, like there's that ring around her pupil. I think that's really what does it. Plus you got her cheeky, supposedly, grin. Come on, focus. It's hard because she keeps kicking the phone. But yeah, she has teeth and a little fang. And it's just kind of meh. It's okay. It is better in person than in the picture, so I can live with it. She has bushy pigtails. Pink with lots of shading. Yeah, lots of highlights in there. She also has some black bows with gold trim tying them together. Nice part line in her hair, and the seam between the fringe and the rest of her head is there, but it's not that bad. I mean, you can't get away from it. So yeah, she has ears, and from the back you can see she also is wearing heart earrings. She is wearing a quite skimpy top. It's got the same smiley face with crossed out eyes and a peace symbol, which is upside down. She's showing off quite a bit of cleavage. A couple of straps going over the gap. And it wraps around her neck. She is also wearing a gold choker style necklace. And then just a couple very thin straps going around the back. It does look like there might be kind of a little bit of chunk missing out of her skin there. But you're not really going to notice it because it's in the back and she's not going to be showing her back much. She does have a kind of leather armband with red lacing holding it together. In the other review I watched, the seam between the flesh and the material of the bra cup was pretty bad on theirs. So there is a little bit of a gap on mine, but it's not horrible. Looking at her under boob, we can see the little star patterns as well, and also under boob. She's got a cute little belly button. And you can tell because of the way she's sitting, there is a little fold line in her belly, a little crease. It is hard to show her off because she keeps kicking things. From the back, yeah, she's got a booty crack. Oh, yeah. And if you look down it, don't know if it really shows up on camera, but there is, chunk of white plastic and everything. But if you look at the right angle, it just looks like a booty crack, and oh yeah. I like when there's gaps in clothing like that. She's got short shorts on. You can tell it is stretching across her crack. It's got a gold belt with red little details. And slits in the side, so it is showing off quite a bit of her thighs as well. And the little buckle part is pretty detailed. Like that little strap on her arm, she has long thigh-high boots, leather, well, plastic, but supposedly leather. Again, with the red lacing, and it goes all the way from the bottom of her foot up to the top. So, quite revealing, quite a nice detail. And it's the same on the other side. Her soles, she has long, very tall, like rigid heels, and little star studding on the bottom of the golden soles. Come on, focus. So those are done quite nicely. They're like a silver metallic color, and no real bleeding or anything, so that's good. And there's the crotch shot. Fortunately, we can't really answer the important questions, but I'm going to assume, since there's that white chunk in there, the answer is white. And then the inside of her shorts are pink. So yeah, let's go ahead and start assembling things. So we're going to start with the base. Tilt down a little bit. And let's look at the instructions to find out where these pieces go. Okay, so this little triangle thing goes in the back. It is keyed, so it should only go in one way. The lightning bolt goes over here. Might help if I was putting it in correctly. The open heart goes here. Come on. Get in there. And then the closed heart goes over here. There we go. So there's all the main pieces. Well, not main pieces, but you get the idea. So now we'll put the big giant heart part of the base in. Okay. So now she suddenly became quite vertical. A little bit of a flaw right there. It's probably where some pieces join together. Overall, looking at it now that I'm getting some light reflections off the overhead light, the outside rim is a little bit rough. But as long as you don't have like too much light shining on it, it should be okay. So this piece now goes like that. And then Mika should sit in here. I've read it's kind of magnetic. Yep, it is definitely magnetic. So she just clips right in there. And then you kind of display her like that. Kind of at an angle. So yeah, there is Mika all assembled. Let's do a spin around of her. Looks pretty good. Now, I can see some people wanting to pass on this because of the heart, the pink heart. So yeah, if you don't like that, that's your opinion. It was one thing that kind of held me off for a while too. But hey, it's okay. And from this angle right here, I think that the face looks good. From the side a little bit, now she's starting to look a little crazy. But let's see if we can maybe come a little closer. There we go. Yeah, kind of, so like when she's looking straight on, it's not bad. And I really love her hair. So, going from the side a little bit. So yeah, I think she turned out good. Again, this is a 5-year-old figure. She's been sitting in the box sealed for 5 years. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it relating to that. One thing I didn't look at, which I normally do, is fingers. And she's got fingers. Oh yeah, they're not just one blob of plastic. They are all separated, and she is wearing orange fingernail polish. Inside of the hand, you can see like the meat of her thumb, but the palm is pretty smooth, not overly detailed. And we can see, if it'll focus, she has long fingernails, so they stick out past the tips of her fingers. This arm has a argyle type pattern with gold and silver and black diamonds. And then over on this hand, she is grabbing her ankle or her shin. Again, all the fingers are individual and they're sculpted pretty good. And she is wearing two bracelets attached with a little chain. So yeah, looks pretty good. We'll put her back in. And so there is a magnet like right here and down here. So she definitely attaches. Oops. So now we'll pull her back. And we'll start doing some size comparisons. So again, I have 4 Mikas now, and they are all 1/8 scale. So here she is, the Charisma Girl version and the Summer Temptation version. Face-wise, a little bit bigger. And honestly, yeah, they're... Looking at them now, they are similar size. So we'll put her off to the side now, and we'll pull up another one by Phat. This is the Glorious Glow version. Again, a 1/8, but this one is, again, in my opinion, large, and they are similar sizes, I would say. Maybe Glorious Glow version is a little bit bigger, but again, very nice. And then the other one is the other one I got today, the Tulip version by Licorne. So Tulip version definitely has a smaller head, smaller face. And overall, she seems thinner. Heights-wise, I would say maybe... I would definitely say this one's a 1/8 compared to this one. But they go together... Obviously, they go together very well. They're all the same character. So let's push her back, put her up, and we'll put her up. And there is the 4 Mikas. Yes, Mika, 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 Mika. In case you can't tell, I've fallen in love with Mika. As I said, this one was my original impression of Mika. And I had the wrong impression of her. She definitely turned into one of the better characters. We'll do a spin around real quick. And the nice thing about this being like an open-backed heart is now you can see her from the other angle. Obviously, you don't see her face or whatever, and you're not going to be displaying her like that anyway, so. So yeah, Mika. Let's go ahead and get these off to the side, and we'll close this off. So again, this is Jougasaki Mika, the Charisma Girl version of her. She is from the STER Cinderella girls. She is a 1/8 scale figure manufactured by Phat company. She was released on December 17th of 2014, so almost 5 years old, and she's been sitting sealed in the box for 5 years. I ordered her on the 13th of November. She got here on the 19th, and I opened her today on my birthday, the 20th. She has gone up in price, a little bit expensive. 14,280 yen for an AB quality figure, or $136.55. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I'm out. Bye-bye.